Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and welcome back to the Car Mechanics Simulator 2021, where in the last episode I'd unlocked a whole bunch of stuff and done a bit of this and that and what have you, but I've decided to back up and start a whole new save so that progress can feel a little bit more narrative driven, a little bit more story. So the bus is back and I'm still not allowed to play with it. There's also all manner of good stuff back here, I'm sure, but I think it's just scenery. Anyway, I've done enough work to get to level 6. I haven't extended the garage at all. I haven't extended my facilities. I got 14.5 grand in the bank, and I'm going to the junkyard. Now, before one heads to the junkyard, one should always be aware that it is going to cost you, 500 quid just to visit, which is like 2 minor jobs. For 500 quid. But I want to have a look through all of this stuff. In one of these junk piles, every time, there is a map. Actually, I'm not going to look through the junk piles yet. I'm going to look at the cars first. I'm very much hoping I can pick up a mostly intact wreck for in the region of about 5 or 6 grand. This, however, has already caught my attention. I might not need to look any further. How much is that going to cost me? Go on, give me the details. I don't need to see what it's got. Go on, let's have a look. You are going to set me back 6 grand. Well, that's a restoration job and a half. It's even. Are we missing both rear wheels? Certainly looks like it. I mean, we could do an inspection job on it. It's got what could arguably be called a block, but it's not in any kind of condition. I don't think I'm going to be able to restore this. You know, I think it's beyond my capabilities. That's all broken. Anything in here? Is anything salvageable out of this at all, other than the chassis itself? And even then, it's going to be a complete rust bucket. Because the way to progress forward quite rapidly is going to be to acquire a busted up car and then sell it and hopefully turn a profit off it. Yeah. There's a lot that isn't present. I could probably get it rolling. Whether or not I could do anything with the engine is a different matter, because all of those parts come at a pretty penny. And there's nothing in there now that is operational. Still, that's number 1 on my list at the moment. But I mean, admittedly, the list is only 1 car in length, because I've only looked at 1 so far. Here's our next candidate. Oh, a little woody station wagon type deal. Go on, what do you got for me? This one you'll do me 5.8. That's cheaper for a Del Rey High Road. You're a Del Rey High Road. The parts value is 3.8. The body value is 850. And I'm mostly looking to see what's missing from the engine, because that's where it's going to cost me the most money. That said, I mean, suspension and running gear and all that kind of business is far from cheap. Okay, well, 5.8, that will give me 8-9 grand to invest in it and hopefully turn a little bit of profit. If I wade through, I mean, once I've selected the vehicle, I'll wade through all the junk piles in the junkyard here and see if I can get some of the parts that I need. Now, what I don't have is the ability to repair any parts. I can't do panel beating. I can't do anything that's even remotely useful. This is tasty. I think this is going to be beyond my budget somehow. This Hornet 9.9. Yeah. Yeah, it's in much better nick. There's more of it, but I mean, it's still missing the majority of the engine and quite a few body panels. Body panel complete would be nice. That's a lot less hassle. Are you scenic? Oh no, you're not. Oh hello. This looks very much up my street. Hold on, let's have a look. No, I don't want to return to the garage. Just get off there. I'm snagged on some bit of gubbins. Right, what do we got here? So this is a roulette. Nice. 8.3. That's the high end of what I want to spend. But that's my kind of body shape. Let's keep going, and we'll see if we can find anything else. You're not real, are you? No. You can tell the ones that aren't real from what I've been able to ascertain so far because the glass is all fogged up rather than having real glass in it. Real glass. Real virtual glass. What we got? We got a Bolt Reptilia Mark II or Revision 2, Run 2, 10 grand. No, too much. No, not interested. What else we got? Ooh, hello. A Cobra and everything but name. What do we got? 10 grand. It's tempting, though. Yeah, that's well beyond your budget. Still tempting. I mean, look at it. Think of the fun times that could be had in that. Yeah, you could push it off a cliff and watch it go. Yeah, all right, okay. Bye. There's no need to be like that. There's every need to be like that. Now then, what are you then, my friend? You are 6'9". Oh, that's cheap as chips. That's really, really, really quite cheap. Okay, or rather, no, hold on, wrong word. It's affordable. There you go. Right. Engine block. You can only tell me about the clutch because there's not much else there to talk about. Okay, fine. Is any of this functional at all? I mean, I could put a suspension set together relatively easily. I mean, it'll be mostly new parts. I've got nothing in my inventory particularly. But I think with a poke around the scrapyard here, I might be able to salvage up a little bit of extra suspension parts to put something together. I just want to spin it out, hopefully make, I don't know, 20-30% on top of the buy price for everything that I've got that goes into it, so that I can then rinse, repeat, and upgrade the entire workshop to have all of the good stuff. Because as much as it's somewhat entertaining to work on other people's cars, it's way more fun to work on your own. There you go, pop back in. I think that might be the one, it's missing a door. Keep going. Maybe there's a cheeky little, run down, relatively modern, fix it up dead cheap, make some cash out of it, that kind of stuff. This is very much these are all my kind of level of interest. These are all making me go, oh yeah, I'll totally do about that. An Edgewood Hellcat, oh, I reckon so. I think this one's going to be, 6.8. This is the cheapest yet. Yeah, okay, what's it missing again? Most of it? Yeah, it is missing most of it. You know what? I think this might be the one. I think this might be the one. I did like that pickup that we saw earlier on, but I think this might be our friend. Now we won't keep hold of it. It needs a seat. That's all right. You can always buy aftermarket stuff. I mean, I get a £5% discount on any parts that I pick up from new. So there's there is markup to be made just on those, but what I'm going to need to do is salvage some. See, look, this feels like a lot more fun. It does feel like a lot of fun. It does feel like a lot more fun. How much was it? 8 and a bit. 6. Oh, it's 6 flat. This is the cheapest one. Oh, you're well, hold on. A Salem 1500. Okay, right. No, I'm buying it. I'm having that. Done. Yeah. Ship it. Stick it straight in the garage. Sweet. Right. Salem 1500 parts. Let's go and have a look. Or general parts that I can just make use of. Yeah. Did you look at what engine was in there? I did not. Well, okay then. In which case, we'll look for any parts that are usable in their current condition without any repair. Did you make a note of which body panels it was missing? Yeah, all right. I mean, okay. This is perhaps stuff that I should have thought about before sending the car straight back to. I got excited at the prospect of a goodly looking project. Oh, hold on. What's that? Returns to the garage. Inventory. Nope. Okay. All right. No, that's not going to help. All right. Well, we'll press on. Maybe there's some rare treats in here that could be something. Maybe. I honestly couldn't tell you. Yeah, I mean, if it'll, the good stuff will yell at me when there's good stuff to be yelling. It will scream loud and clear, and I'll go, oh, there, that's the, and all of that business. It's a thing that's surely going to happen. Now I've got 231 points worth of upgrades lozenges in my balance, but I don't have the upgrade table. Which, I mean, that's fine. I felt that was a bit of a waste of money the first time I bought it. So I saved it this time around and decided to invest it all in a car that doesn't really work. A steering wheel 3 that's 2-star rated. Ooh, there's only 12% viable. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hold on. A 90% rim. Yeah, great. What are you going to do with that? Buy 3 more just like it, perhaps. So that would be a sensible thing to do. You know what I'm going to do? At some point, I'm going to buy absolutely everything in a junkyard and see what kind of return I can get from that. Because that would be... You've looked there. Okay. You're not being methodical in your search pattern. No, I'm not. And therefore, you're likely to overlap with stuff you've already looked at. But so it's going to be absolutely something. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yes, a Salem Earthquake Rex, not quite the same model. That one. No, it's good. That's something. Look, there's a whole engine block going on there, and if you could restore anything, which I can't. Oh, hold on, what's this? I think this was what I was talking about when just some cheap, nimble, easy to repair kind of business, and that's 4.3. That would have been cheaper as well. Should have bought one of those. I could buy it as well. That's pretty tempting. Yeah, what? Getting both leaves you with no money. Yeah, I know, but I can do a bit of offset by do a job, do a bit more work, do a job. This is a very spinnable car. This one, you sure? It's missing all of the fundamentals, and once again the door's gone. I don't know what it is about this junkyard ripping the doors off and just kind of going, you don't want them. No, I'm tempted. I've got the money. This pushes you way beyond the budget that you were going to spend. Way beyond. You will have other opportunities. Spin one vehicle and see if you can make any money out of it when you haven't got repair facilities. And then in the future you can go, I'm going to fill my entire garage full of rust buckets. And we'll see how that pans out for us. Did I check this heap? I probably did. Let's have a quick heap check here. One of them... Every time I've been to the junkyard so far, one of them has contained a barn location, and therefore I'm going to keep looking until I find the one that has got a barn location. Oh, hold on, what's this? A 69% belt tensioner. Right, I'll have that. A V8 water pump. I probably, it's 70%, and let's put it in the bag anyway, just in case. Yeah. Because you never know. You never know when one of those might come in handy. What else you got for me? Nothing of any note, particularly. It's all broken. If it wasn't broken, it probably wouldn't be in the junkyard. That's not the point. If it wasn't broken, I'd be able to use it. But because it's broken and I can't repair anything, then my choices are somewhat limited. Yes. We'll see what we see. Do you want a broken fuse? No? Well, then move on again. All right. Yeah. I think I might have missed maybe one more car. There might be one more, but I'll probably turn it up when I'm poking around. We'll just... Oh, that was a Salem 1500 something or other. No, it's not. It's a 500. Oh, all right. That's not interested. Yeah. Okay. Right, I'll finish poking around and I'll show you my shopping list when I'm done. Unless, let me know in the comments if this kind of dumpster diving is right riveting entertainment for you. In which case, I'll not skip it in future. Go, give me the heap. There you are. Right, here's what I picked up. I grabbed everything that was more or less serviceable. Oh, and a pizza sign to go on the top of the car. I don't know if I'm going to need it or not. I've got a water pump. I've got a 4-barrel carb. I've no idea if it's going to be any use to me. Rear shock, though, that will probably come in handy. I picked up a mechanical fuel injection shaft. I'm almost certain that that's not going to happen, but it's another part that I've just kind of got there. Yeah. Right then, so our next trick is, let's see what we want. Let's get this over on the lifter, and we'll start tearing it apart. Well, we know already that we're out a wheel. 2 wheels. We're down 2 wheels. Okay, that's good. Right, what's the if we look at the current sale price here is I'm down 4 and a bit grand. Okay, all right, yeah. I mean that's to be expected, but by making it a runner, yeah, I don't know if I could do that or not. But if we can make it run, then you know we're going to have some fortune on our side. Right, first job, I'm going to strip absolutely everything off. Everything. We'll get it down to the base chassis, and I'll see if I can't put that together. Let's take that out. Yeah, that's all good. I say there's quite a lot of single part body going on. Can I take the radiator grill off there? Is that no. So oh dear. Let's not look too closely at that. Hey, look, if I did all the bushings, that would be enough to make people happy. I don't want to. Well, I mean, you get a nice view because there's not an awful lot of metal in the way of you and the great outdoors. No, I want to do interior disassembly. Interior, please. I want to interior disassemble. There you go. Whack that out. Has it got a steering wheel? No. Okay. All right. Well, we'll add that to the wish list. Yeah. Oh, how am I going to refurb the body? You're not. Okay. Good. Now, has this got any fluids in it at all? I'm going to go with a hard no. It hasn't even got a radiator. What kind of a lemon have you bought? A lemony one? Yeah, that does appear to be the case. The expense you're going to have here is going to be significant. Yeah, I don't know how much of this you're going to be able to salvage at all. You just want it to be able to run. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I know. This was expected. I anticipated this. Next customer that comes in, we'll just, we'll nick most of the parts off their car. I don't think you can do that. Don't you? Don't you think I can do that? I think I can do that. Right, okay, what are we doing? What are we missing there? It hasn't got a drive axle. No. Why can't I take the hub off? Should be able to take the hub off. Or maybe I've got to disassemble some of the other bits and pieces first. Yeah. You should have got the repair bench done before this, right? This is a very bad idea. This is either going to clutter up the garage for months on end, or you're going to sell it at a loss. And we're not happy with either of those two opportunities that are presented to us. No. The steering knuckle's not going to come off yet. Let's get all of this gubbins removed. Yeah, I'm basically going to go down to the point at which we've got not a lot of car remaining, and then we'll go from ground up. I'll see if I can't put the chassis together. This is exceptionally wishful thinking. Right, maybe the drive shaft's good. You've got to go up for that. Oh, okay, all right. Well, let's elevate. There's not an awful lot I'm going to be doing in the engine bay, because there isn't an awful lot in the engine bay. Well, hold on. We could have a look at the crankshaft here, and how's that doing? Well, I imagine it's rotten. Yeah, it probably is. Will it come straight out? No, there are at least a couple of bits still holding it in. Well, miracles will never cease. Yeah, you've bought a rotten car. Yeah, I know. That's why it was cheap. Yeah, it wasn't that cheap though. You've still used up a heck of a lot of your budget towards future endeavours. Yeah, but it's gonna totally be worth it. I'm gonna get it to the point where I can take it for a rip round the track, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, ripping it round the track, that's lovely." Hold on. Maybe I'm thinking, I know I hadn't done this side. That one hadn't even got a caliper on it. No. And they're cheap. If you want to be looking for some good news, brake calipers are at least relatively inexpensive. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to be able to afford all the parts to put this together. No, there really isn't. Not now, anyway. You're going to have to do a lot of work for people who will look at you strangely and go, "What were you thinking? Why wouldn't you just wait?" Who wants to wait? I want to get into this business now. I'm going to make a shiny chassis down the bottom there, and it will. I might even make money just on that. You never know. Yeah, but I'm prepared to make a bet though. You have absolutely no faith, do you? No. Right. Okay. Well, look, I'm gonna keep taking all this stuff apart, and then we'll have a large collection of bits. I'm just hoping that I actually have the storage space for this scale of bits collection. Yeah. Because that's not certain by any stretch of the imagination. The other thing worth bearing in mind, that's an important one. I'm going to have to put 4 wheels on it in order, or will I? I think I probably will have to get 4 wheels on it in order to be able to stick it outside the garage so that I can actually take other jobs on to make some money. Yeah, you're going to have to take the bushings out first. That seems unreasonable. Well, you are. Yeah. Give that a hose down. Is this bushing in 100% condition? No, it's not. I don't know what made you think it would be. I was being ironic. You weren't being ironic. You were being faintly optimistic, and we'll be very surprised if any of these bushings consist of anything other than mouse droppings. Right, they are. Yes, good. Right, take out the front cross member, and that was 13% worth of cross member there. That's good. Right, let's get the drive shaft out. I don't think that's salvageable. No, I don't think it is either. If we get the workbench, I might be able to restore some of these parts, but I think the workbench requires you to build the garage extension first, which is 10 grand. It's not. You would think that a little work table would be an easy buy early on in order to get you some action. Well, that's not the way it's put together. Leaf springs, brilliant. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least they're cheapish. Surely you have to do. Oh, you got to do the bolt before the plate. I would have thought that inviting the plate to come off would go. Would sir like to remove the bolt that's holding it in place? And kind of go, oh yeah, that'd probably be a winner, wouldn't it? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So first objective, fairly straightforward. I don't think I've got I haven't got an engine crane, so I can't, or a standalone engine mount even. So I can't whip the block out and have a thorough look at that. We're going to have to look at it in situ. But that's okay. I reckon these tyres might not be road legal. You reckon? Yeah, pretty certain they're not going to be road legal. All right, so we should mark ourselves down for new tyres. That's all right. That's okay. It's a process. It's going to be great. Everybody's going to be thrilled when I've got this running. And I'll tell you something else. It's going to run. I'm going to get this to be a runner, even if I have to do 50 more jobs in order to be able to afford all fresh parts for it, and then I end up losing my shirt on the resale price. I might not even resell it. I might think so fondly of it that I just keep it and keep tweaking it ad infinitum until it is all that it can possibly be. Yeah. Okay, that should come out. There you go. Yeah. Okay, there's a rear shock absorber B. I just picked one of them up, Oh yeah, I got that for cheap. That's going to go well. Ah, look, there we are. Not a lot left. Right, to the gearbox, please. Now, normally then it would have gone. No, you've got to take the starter out first. But of course, this hasn't got a starter. So, where's the problem? There isn't one. That's where the problem is. And actually, if I were to do a few more jobs, I could keep some of the busted parts, so that at least I could probably skank some free parts just out of doing a few jobs. It's worth a try. Anyway, what I'm going to experiment with here is if I were to remove absolutely everything that I can remove right now. Flywheel. A flywheel's 500 quid, you know. Yeah, it's not. That's not a small expense. That's a big expense. 500 quid. I mean, it's fine. Everything's a big expense. Can we get the crankshaft out, or are you still held in by anything? I don't think you are. I think you should just drop out. None of the piston rods are actually attached. So we've got no rod caps on there at all. Nope. Yeah. Okay. All right. So why are you giving me the no gov? Usually you'll come straight out. What am I missing? Couldn't tell you. Okay. All right. Well, look, let's lower it down and take the top end off, and then maybe it will comply. I'm betting those pistons are all in really great nick. Really, really great nick. Right, okay, here we go. Right, let's remove all the parts from the engine bay. This will take a while. I'm being facetious, just FYI. How's that fuse? 8%. Okay, and this one? 23%. Well, that's okay. Yeah, mine's still 33%. Oh, a good one. Yeah. All right, there's the fuse box gone. Yeah, you've got nothing that holds fluids in the slightest. Why can't I take the engine head off? Oh, you've got the exhaust manifold still on. All right. Get the WD-40. Just soak the entire thing in WD-40, and then get out a wire brush and give it a good once over. And that will, that will at least reveal the scale of the problem that we've got ahead of us. I mean, I've got a pretty good idea what the scale of the problem is ahead of us already. It's significant. Oh, crikey. If you see this many rusted bolts, you know you're in for a good time. Yeah, some people pay extra for that. Yes. Just, oh dear. I mean, I'm going to try and sell it as, collection of antique parts. Any takers? Anyone at all? No? Right, what do we got in here? Well, there's a piston. Yeah, it's not very good. No. I think we've actually got a full selection of pistons. Oh, you can't take the crankshaft out until you take the pistons out, even if they're not attached. You still have to take them out. Okay, that's it now. We're down to just the block and the crankshaft, which I can't get unless I go underneath, which I'm going to do because I'm trying to remove everything. Yeah, not lacking an engine crane's a bit annoying actually. That it would be good to be able to take that out. But I don't have the cash. I could do some interior detailing. Yeah, I mean that'll help. That'll raise the value by almost nothing at all. Right, yeah. Go on, whip it out. There we are. Right, we're down to just the block. I don't think I can take the block out, but that's not what we're about early on. Anyway, here's the collection of fine parts that I've now accumulated. Would you look at them all? That gearbox might actually be a runner. That's not so bad. It would be nice if it was 40% instead of 30, but no, it's okay. All these bushings are a load of rubbish. Yeah, headlights are busted. Yeah. There's my barn map. I wanted to go to the barn, but you're not allowed to visit barns until you're level 10, and I'm currently level 6. But by the time I've I don't know, done another 5,000 jobs, I'll be level 10 or thereabouts. Right, there we go. That's going to wrap it up for now. One thing I want to test. Can I stick you out the front? Store it in the parking area? No, I want to store it out the front. Garage entrance C. I can move it out the front. All right. So that's small mercies, everybody. There you go. Just leave that there. This is a good advert for the services that I can handle. Yeah, I think I might leave it there for the moment. I'm going to need to build up a little bit more cash because what we need here is I need the repair table, that's a brake lathe. That's the workbench. It's 1,500 quid, but it needs the garage extension, which is 10,000. Oh come on! Yeah. I was hoping to be able to flip this car in order to be able to sell it to buy the garage extension so that I can do this kind of stuff in the future. These are problems that I'm going to have to figure out. I've been Colonel Failure. I'll be back next time. I'm not gonna rapidly advance or anything like that. You'll get to witness the majesty of this rebuild in all of its witnessable majesty. Thanks very much for watching. Subscribe if you've nowhere else to be, and I'll be back soon with the next thrilling adventure where we'll definitely put the chassis back together. Yeah, and we'll see if we get any change out of that from, I don't know, $3,000. I reckon $3,000 will do it. I reckon. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. It rather pained me to throw away the progress that I'd made before, because I'd just come back from the junkyard with a mostly intact van, which made me go, "Oh, that's nice." But I thought, no, we're trying to spin out a compelling narrative, the story of the progress and drama that's coming out of my garage, and therefore it would behoove one to kind of show the entire business from the get-go. So I just ground out enough cash to make things happen. Went to the junkyard, picked up a lemon, and I've taken it back to the workshop. For my next trick, I'm going to grind out a bit more cash, expand the place, and get the workbench, because unless I can do some repairs, this is not going to make me any profit at all. And spinning these bad boys is the way to make cash, which will hopefully allow me to have a fully stocked workshop, and then I could do as I please. Good. Anyway, we'll be back on a sort of weekly-ish basis to catch up on things, and I invite you to subscribe in order to partake in those kinds of adventures. Thank you.